This is going to be fun. All right, welcome back everybody. Today I'm going to do a review of these two jackets that you see. Why am I talking about jackets? Stick around, you'll find out. So, starting to get colder, starting to want to layer up, and a lot of times when that time of year comes around, people like to change their EDC, their everyday carry. For those who don't know, maybe in the summer months they carry a much smaller gun because they like to wear shorts and a t-shirt. Firearm blog, James Reeves, yep, yeah, that guy. But they want to carry stuff like that and wear super small outfits, or in the winter they're like, well, I got to wear thicker, heavier clothes anyway, I might as well carry a bigger gun. A lot of times people who live in really cold climates factor in their cold weather gloves and their ability to shoot whatever gun they're carrying as well. The place I lived before where I live now, there was a lot of snow and cold for a lot of the year, so I knew I wanted to get a good jacket for being warm, but I also figured I would get a jacket that would let me carry in a more accessible way with gloves. If you think about it, if you carry appendix or even outside the waistband on the belt, and you put a big thick jacket on, it's going to be a lot harder to get to your gun. I mean, this is made a lot like a Carhartt, right? It's not super bulky, but it's very warm and it's very durable on the outside, but it's also very stiff. And trying to draw from either of these positions with these jackets on, I've done it. I can tell you, I wouldn't want to do it for realsies. Just it gets in the way. Nice thing about these jackets is they're designed for concealed carry. Let me show you what I mean. All right, so Hawkeye. So here's the deal. Anyway, on the outside of the jacket, you've got your standard flap pocket. You've got a standard hand pocket here. You've got a couple of zippered pockets. This is mirrored on each side, so both sides of the jacket are the same in terms of the pockets and things. But the really cool thing about this is with these flap pockets, you grab the flap, yank it down, and boom. These are my magazines, but it's attached with buttons at the corners and Velcro all the way around. So unless somebody's examining it very closely, this is going to look like just a normal Carhartt or something jacket. It's called the Berne something or another, by the way. I don't know. Berne makes some nice jackets. I've got a couple of these, as you guys have seen and will keep seeing. I like the jackets a lot. They're very durable. They're very warm, and they let me carry lots of stuff. So in here I've got my Beretta PX4 magazines. I got two 20s and I've got two 17s here. And I have them in these Maxpedition magazine holders. I'll show you guys in the other jacket how I'm kind of installing all of this stuff. But on the other side, you've got the same kind of flat pocket that can hold a handgun. This is my PX4 full-size 9mm handgun in a white hat holsters hybrid holster. It's Kydex on the front, leather on the back, and it's Velcro backed, so it sticks to Velcro things, which is kind of nice. Some other features of the jacket. You know what? I'm actually going to grab the one that doesn't have all the stuff in it right now, just because it's easier to move around the table. Anyway, sorry, dogs are running around upstairs. This jacket, so I've already went over all the pockets and stuff with you. On the inside, on the left side, you've got just like a cell phone type pocket here, and you actually have a few little elastic loops inside. I don't know if you guys can see that well or not, to help you keep some stuff organized if you wanted to do that. And then on the right hand side, you've got the same big pocket with the same elastic loops, but then you've got a smaller pocket here right in front that you could put, I could put my cell phone in that. My wife couldn't because she likes a big phone. But, a lighter, a pack of cigarettes. I usually keep a magazine in this pocket just to have another one. And you've got a little pin pocket cut in right here as well. It's kind of hard to see, but I'll take a pin and show you guys. It's actually there. So that's not present on the other side, which is where my right hand would be going in to grab a pin, and I'm right-handed, so that's kind of a bummer, but hey, it's still there on at least one side, so that's good. They also have hoods that are nice and deep, lined just like the inside of the jacket is, and they're fully adjustable. Sorry, I'm not much of a clothing reviewer, guys. I'm going to try to give you guys the specs and the details as best I can, but suffice to say I really like these jackets. Now let's talk a little bit about the actual gun holding pockets themselves and how those are made. Alright, so opening this thing up just like we did before, here with no holster, you can get a better idea of what it looks like on the inside. We've got these Velcro loops right here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, it feels like, and they're split like Molly. And then right in between each of those layers of Velcro, we have elastic loops that are also split like Molly. So you could attach a Molly holster in here, you can attach a Velcro holster in here, you can use the elastic strips to secure magazines if you want. I don't prefer that. As you saw in the other jacket, I use Maxpedition magazine pouch things. It's similar to this. It's an elastic strap that holds it, but I feel like they're just more secure and they're easier to get the magazines in and out of, especially into, than this stuff is. But it is an option and it's there. Something else you could also do is you could have, if you have a pistol with just the trigger guard holsters on there, you know, have the rope you tie to stuff, you could throw that in here and tie it to one of these loops so that as you pull the gun out, the holster, quote unquote, comes off the gun so you can use it. I prefer, like you guys saw, the white hat holster, hybrid Kydex leather, Velcro backed thing. Fits in very nicely, and as you can see when I close the pocket back up, it's kind of hard to tell that there's something in here. I like to do the buttons first and then do the Velcro from there because I find that it makes it a more uniform appearance. But it's kind of hard to tell that there's a gun in there, especially because I tend to keep gloves and hats and things like that in these front flap pockets because, yes, it does make them a little bulkier, but it'll also hide the outline of a gun even better. So that's how I prefer to carry in the winter when I know, especially if I'm going to be outside for a while, I know it's going to be cold. I really like these jackets. Another nice thing about them is that the sides here, so pull it up by the hood, if I can find the hood. These sides here have these snaps. So if you wanted them hugging closer to you, you can just snap this around and it will. But then if you start moving more dynamically, instead of something ripping, the snap will just pop and give you a little bit more room in the waist area. They also come lower down in the back than they do in the front. I'll put one on and model it for you guys just so you can see. And the sizes that I have a large regular and an extra large long, mostly because I still like to carry all the stuff on my belt even when I'm wearing this, and so I wanted a little bit more room than what I would have had with the smaller size. The long, though, is a little bit too long for me. I probably should have gone with an extra large regular, but there it is. Zip it up here in the front. I feel really weird modeling clothes on a gun channel. So you guys are welcome. Also, you're like staring at my crotch as I'm zipping this thing up right now. Hopefully you guys can still hear and it's not rubbing the mic too much. Normal hand pockets, gun flap pockets here and here. Big, deep pockets on the front, hand pockets on the sides. Like I said, it's cut so it comes a little bit lower down in the back. Very comfortable, very roomy, but like I said, very warm. I've worn this in a lot of cold weather, and I never had any issues with my body getting cold at all. It was either like my ears or my hands or something like that. My body was always great. So, not something I would wear in the middle of July in Alabama, but it's great for wintertime wintertime EDC. So that's kind of honestly my overall thoughts on the jacket. I know this video has been a little bit different and weird, and I'm sorry. I'm sure there's been some microphone noise from stuff rubbing the microphone. If there has, again, I'm sorry. But I figured with it getting colder, it'd be nice, it'd be a good time to do a review on those jackets. Now, I will say I first heard about these from Twang & Bang. He did a review a few years ago on these jackets, and he liked them a lot. I decided to get one and figured out that I really liked them too. And they're actually not that bad. I think I paid like 89 bucks or something like that on Amazon for each of these jackets. They're definitely less expensive than Carhartts, but I'd say they're made just as well as Carhartts are. I don't have any Carhartts, but I have friends that have Carhartts. I've worn Carhartts. There's nothing wrong with them. They're great jackets, but these are great jackets too, and at least this particular model is designed around letting you carry a handgun with you. They also make a vest. It's the same thing. I don't think it has the hood, but it's the same exact thing as this, except it doesn't have the sleeves. So that's another option if you wanted to wear a vest and carry a gun in that. I would probably recommend a lighter-ish gun, and by that I mean something that's not super heavy but still big enough for you to handle and get your finger in the trigger guard and pull the trigger with winter gloves on. Just because the more weight you have in there, especially if there's room between your body and the jacket, it is going to flop around a little bit more, and it's going to be a bit more distracting. That's what I found with the extra large long that I have. I kind of wish I had just gotten a standard extra large regular, but yeah, you live, you learn, right? But I wanted to give Twang & Bang credit for kind of putting this idea in my head in the first place, and I just wanted to put the video out there for you guys. So if you liked it, if this video helped you fill a need for your winter EDC, or even just, you know, whether it's a gun or not, you're carrying stuff and you want a better way to carry it, then yeah, let me know that down in the comments below. I really like it when my videos reach out and help people and they get some sort of benefit from it. So I'd really like to hear if that's the case. If you guys liked the video, please hit the like button and the subscribe button down below. It helps the channel out a lot. And yeah, if you'd like to see any other content like this, let me know. Maybe I'll get better at reviewing clothes and things that are not really strictly gun related. Thanks for sticking with me to this point in the video, guys. I really appreciate it. Y'all take it easy, roll tide, and I'll see you later.